Okay, still chilling with Stephen Bartlett, right? But look, the one thing I know in the intro, I introduced it to be like, you know, AI. Well, this is the video that we are at, AI replacing God and things. Let me talk, gang. Chill. Don't when you have that whole little thing in the throat, pause. It just didn't want to go away for some reason. No, yes, it is AI replacing God, right? But I want to bring with it the context of money having been God, right? And with that not being the popular thought no more, it's like AI being in the picture. It's like maybe a collaboration of these aspects is what really God is, right? It's a collaboration of these powerful aspects, so to speak. We're talking about money, right? Let me not say money. Capital. Is that the term? Yeah, we're talking just about material, like capital, right? And then AI, right? What else should be there to complete the Trinity? No. Okay. Oh shit. Wrong button. It's the one we're looking for. So yeah. The ones at the back, right? Or the ones that are joining the stream right now. If you think AI can't replace God, you need to see this. Again, depending on who you ask, this may be a disturbing topic or a really thrilling one. I don't know. Thrilling? Pretty sure, bro. No. Maybe constructive topic, right? So you can construct your idea of whatever's being spoken about. Let's get into it, man.
Because it destroys rationality almost by definition. Because it tells me that my brain, which does all the thinking, it's not my mind, it's connected, and those are two different things, and that's another big story. But this is the end product of a mindless, unguided process. And I have fun with scientists, you know, sometimes. I ask them about the brain and how it arose, and they tell me something like that. And I said, and you trust it? Tell me, if the computer that you use every day, if you knew it was the end product of a random process, would you trust it? Every single scientist, and some of them are very high-powered, that I've asked that question to have said, no, I would not. So I say, you've got a problem, haven't you? Your atheism goes too far. It undermines the very rationality we need to do science, let alone to believe in atheism. And that's my main beef with people like Richard Dawkins and the new atheists. But I see they're fading. They're fading. So here's the irony.
Where is it?
Atheism, claiming rationality, destroys it. Whereas I believe the Christian faith also claims rationality in the sense that evidence-based, we shout about that a lot in science and medicine, and rightly so. What we trust in ought to be evidence-based. I claim exactly the same thing for Christianity, and that's why I'm a Christian, because I believe the evidence supports it. Otherwise, I wouldn't.
Right.
So I guess, how do I identify? Maybe as someone that's agnostic, like I don't really know.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah, that's cool too.
But does that mean you're open to know? You'd like to know?
Yes.
Well, that's
okay.
I'm always open.
That's wonderful to see.
That's it.
That seems to me to be exactly the right attitude. Jesus actually...
Well, maybe, you know, the pursuit of curiosity may be what brings you really closer to the authentic aspect of God, right? The pursuit of curiosity too. I mean, the pursuit of curiosity, right? It can get you within some dark holes, gang. You know, it can lead you like to some dark shit. But like even like saying dark aspects or dark parts, it's unknown parts that may have overwhelming results that you may not expect it. It's just, you know, being hit with the unexpected, being hit with what you didn't have within your, I don't know, POV of expectations. You see what I'm saying? And so that may feel overwhelming, that may feel scary, that may feel dark, but I don't feel, because the whole idea of where now the devil is at, you know, it's like your curiosity will drive you towards maybe having results that are like super unwanted, super looked down upon, and things like that. You see what I'm saying? But then again, like, it was the pursuit of your curiosity. Like, for me, that should bring you closer to God. That's how I feel like people should see it, right? It should bring you closer to God, that pursuit. But what has happened has now led you to the devil. It's like, for me, that is the lowest level of understanding of what we're trying to speak of when we're trying to speak of, right? God. Because now, if we consider God to be that way, right? The pursuit of your curiosity, I don't even think the devil has a place. Because the devil is like a psychological tool to keep you, I don't know, psychologically just like limited, gang. I feel like that's what the devil is, a psychological, you know, limitation, gang. And now your curiosity taking you to some spots that like, that opens up, that like breaks, I don't know, it breaks the boundaries of your limitation. And for most people, that's not normal, you know. So I don't know, just my little take. Be honest in the comments.
Actually challenged someone in his day and says, if anyone wants to do the will of God, he shall know of the teaching, whether I'm speaking from myself or whether it's from God. I notice what he doesn't say. He doesn't say, if anyone wants to know, he will know. If anyone wants to do, he will know. And the difference between the two, and I'd be interested in your response to it, is that being prepared to do something when you know it is more than just knowing it and possibly just leaving it on the table.
Yeah.
In other words, Jesus is interested in people who are going to take the step of trust and following him. And that's the big deal.
There should be a button just down below here. And if it says subscribed, you're one that watches our show. But yes, there's many things you said about the nature of Christianity and religion that I go, amazing, yes. And then there's a couple of things I go, oh, well, and the same when I sit here with a physicist that's telling me about the Big Bang.
Yes.
I have the same thing where I'm going, yes, of course, yes. Oh, we've got evidence that the universe is expanding. Okay, mate. And then they'll say other things and I go, oh, that's not complete. And so I felt...
Yeah, and I feel like, you see, at those points where shit is not complete, bro, that's those points where the curiosity is now limited. You know what I'm saying? And it creates that limitation within the psyche, bro, where it's like, okay, these things have been spoken like this, and they didn't quite make sense, but they were accepted all along. It keeps you at that, like, the bottom of the barrel type understanding of God. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how, like...
I find myself sat on the fence. I would love you to convince me. I mean, it's not your responsibility to do so, but where does that journey of believing begin for someone like me?
Yeah, okay.
Because, you know, people say...
So basically, for somebody who doesn't know, right? Who doesn't know, but with the intention that is open to, you know, taking whatever it is that you receive, trying to know some shit. You know what I mean? The openness to accept that and or use that at least to expand the understanding.
The Bible. And I go, well, it's kind of like what you said about the computers. It's like, if you're using something to justify the same thing is true,
Yes.
then that circular reasoning I find to be incomplete, because I could write on this piece of paper, Stephen Bartlett is a lizard.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this piece of paper is true.
Okay.
And then you then use that same piece of paper to justify the validity of that same piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, well,
that's
that's not solid reasoning.
No, but you see, I could say...
Yeah, I don't get it. Be honest in the comments. What are you talking about?
Stephen Bartlett, there's a red Ferrari parked in the street outside.
Right.
And it's yours if you want to take it. We could sit and discuss it for 1,000 years.
Yeah.
You would never know whether I was true or not unless you went.
You go. Yeah, and you check.
And it seems to me...
Yes, unless you go and check. So you gotta satisfy that curiosity. You see what I'm saying? Like, it is about satisfying the curiosity. You gotta go and check. You know what I mean? So the blind faith thing, oh my god, is that what's debunked right now? Like, having blind faith, gang? Or maybe that's what's being misunderstood by having blind faith. Because look at what blind faith gets people with their engagement with AI. Blind faith. Actually, you know what? That's not all bad though. But look at the blind faith thing. You know what I'm saying? You get into the whole using AI to even like change your whole life. You leave your job to come on to maybe being a content creator. You're relying on AI for that kind of thing, right? For sustenance now at that level. You're relying on AI. But then what you gonna get there? Is it really what you know is advertised to be? Because you know what's on the front of like content creators, like people that influence other people into doing certain things, like maybe content creation. What's on their forefront of what they selling to? It's the fact that it works, right? It's the fact that we living, we doing this thing, we making this money. You can replace your whole job with this. You know what I'm saying? Be your own boss with this. XYZ. But is that guaranteed? Like a whole lot of people go through like rude awakenings when it comes. See what I mean? And now that's where maybe the due diligence, the curiosity that you had to have in doing a little bit of homework, like how does this thing work, this, that, and the third, right? That would be better off for you than just like getting into the thing. Like do your research instead of just like diving in. You know what I'm saying? It's the same as like sometimes I don't even know why I be like bringing certain points up, raising certain points, but I'm saying, now you know what? With that being said, bro, a little word from the sponsors wouldn't hurt, man. I ain't gonna lie, a little word from the sponsors, man.
Imagination that shifted realities till paradigms shift into shades you ain't never seen. Was once excited for all this, now I ain't tryna be seen forever. Cause this mind is straight chatter, but I can barely say something. Feel like shit don't matter, so beware the fun cutting. It's volumes of demise, I hear the sound buzzing. So when she said she wanna die, and he sees she ain't bluffing, so he held her to the skies, cries, sour momentum. Passive with goodbyes, I'd rather you tell him. But now the truth is I've digressed from all the feelings, so it's forever though. When my mama's son is missing, ain't no telling, do they love or did they kill him? The domino to beginning, this existential crisis, the reason